Hello, my loves. How are you? This is See Like Sheba. I'm your host, Sheba, and you're here to see like me. How you been? It's been a couple of days. I have just been having such a fun time. Oh my goodness. This has been my trial run of being Matrix job free. Yeah, it's been so amazing, and things have just been aligning to confirm and reaffirm to me that yep, you're supposed to take this leap, Sheebs. You're supposed to take this leap. And all my days have just been so fun, so good. And so, okay, it's Wednesday. If you're watching this live, Wednesday, July something, maybe 10th. Oh yeah, it's a full moon today. It was just 11:11. Oh, I love that for me. But yeah, so it's Thursday. Sorry, babes. I'm already forgetting, losing track of time because it's made up. And now that I don't have to worry about these made up matrix, empire job standards, I get to remember that. I get to align with nature. I get to align with my own natural rhythms. And, my natural rhythm, nature's natural rhythm, it's easy. It's slow. It's not urgent. That's I'm pretty sure that's one of the tenets of white supremacy is urgency. It's this artificial manufactured, come on, there's a deadline. Everything is so high stakes, artificially so. And so it's been really nice to just realign with the universal truths, what I know to be true. And it's been awesome. And so, yeah, a thing that has been coming to me over and over again is let it be easy. And there's this Coax Marie song, mantra, affirmation that goes, let it be easy, let it be easy, let it be. And then she has this another part. It's great. But that keeps coming to me. I keep repeating that. And I've always been someone who, I love the song Easy Street by Pearl Bailey. And it's just I've always just been a very leisurely pace. And I have a good awareness of when you need to rush and when you don't. And there are not that many times that you need to rush. And so even with posting, I was at the beginning of the week or on Sunday or something, I was I can post every day now. But then I was actually, let me just post when I want to. And it's supposed to be easy. So if it's ever not easy, or I find myself being I have to get into the right place and I have to do it by this time and I have to try to catch people and no, it's supposed to be easy. So let me just let it be easy. I was also thinking about this because my friend told me that she, remembers this thing that I say about it's okay if it's easy. In our culture, we're taught that we're taught to kind of fetishize and elevate the idea of difficulty and hard work and complexity. And it's hard. It's going to be hard. But what if it's easy? And so with this friend, they were talking about, they're an artist, multimedia artist, and one of their mediums is they're an excellent photographer. And so they had this new camera, and the person they got it from or online, it said it's really, you have to take, this class or understand all this stuff, before you can start to use it. And so she was I've just been apprehensive about using this camera because they say it's so hard and stuff. And I'm I mean, what if it's easy? What if you just know how to do it? Have you like just like tried it? And of course they like took these like amazing like pictures and they were like, oh yeah. And I think that's the thing. A lot of things we make difficult because we've been told that it's supposed to be hard. And so we like are, in order to confirm our expectations of this thing, we're like, oh yeah, this is so hard. Oh, it's going to take a long time. It's difficult. But like, what if you told yourself it was easy and then you just let yourself do it? Then what would come out? I posit that it would, you would surprise yourself that like, oh snap, actually this was easy. I don't know what everybody was talking about. I did that myself with like work, a decision writer at the Social Security Administration. That was my old job. But I used to, you know, they like, for an unfavorable case, a case where we deny someone, it's supposed to be worth, like, it should take us 10 hours to write it. And so like, you know, and like our supervisors are always talking about, oh, it's so difficult. And like, you know, the paces, we have to like keep up with a certain, you know, production rate and all these, and it's difficult and we got to be like thorough. And it's like, you know, and it's this hard thing that like lawyers do. And like lawyers are responsible for this like thing. And for years I was like, oh my God, I felt stupid because I was like, I don't get this. It's hard. I'm like always, you know, like playing catch up at the end of the month. I like, have kind of procrastinated the whole month. And so in the last week, I have to like do all this stuff. And like, I started to realize though, that like, I always get it done. And like, I actually end up doing like, you know, what is supposed to take 40 hours and be super difficult. I bang it out in like 8 to 10 hours, you know, it's like very easy, especially when I started telling myself, this is easy. This is child's play. This is like something that, this is a made up system that doesn't matter. And I can kind of just say whatever I want. And it's not like, it's not this like difficult, oh gosh, I gotta, oh, like, no, I don't have to take that much energy. I can just tell myself it's easy. And then I discovered, oh my God, it's so easy. It's like, insanely easy to the point that I'm like, wait, why are we even doing this? Why am I doing this pretend easy baby work? Why am I getting paid 6 figures to like do this when we could probably just pay people when they first ask for disability, when they first ask for disability, we could just pay them rather than making up this like, you know, standard of like, well, can you really like not work? How much does it hurt? Like what can you still do? I'm like, what? Just pay them money. What am I doing here? Why am I, this thing is easy. Wait, so why am I pretending it's hard? How much of my energy is going to performing that this is hard? Oh, so difficult. Oh, it's difficult and scary and what if it's easy? What if I just let it be easy? Okay, and then I was talking to, yesterday, my friend who still works at the job that I'm quitting. They were, something dumb was going on. And I was like, are you, you know, like making your exit plan to how to get out of this stupid job that's going to continue to get stupider? And they were talking about that, how they have this idea for this, you know, camp for, you know, kids that like, you know, it's kind of very kid led and self-directed and it's like connects them with nature and their sovereignty and Islam too. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds really interesting. And then, you know, they were like, but, you know, I probably couldn't do it, you know? And I told them, you know, we're trained to be able to identify all the reasons something won't work. We're really good at like talking ourselves out of our dreams in the sense of like, you know, they were like, you know, I was like, yeah, I'm leaving this job. And they were like, yeah, I would too, but you know, they gave me all these reasons why they couldn't. And I was like, all valid. And we're trained to talk ourselves out of doing the thing we want to do. We're trained to point out all the reasons why we have to keep doing the thing we don't really want to do, that we know isn't aligned, we know drains us, and we know we hate. But we've also told ourselves that we have no choice but to continue doing it. But that's actually just a story. We've told ourselves that it's going to be harder to do something else, do the thing we want to do, than it is to just keep doing the thing we hate doing, but we got to do it. When, it might not be true. And so they were talking about this like camp, and they were like, and so I told them that, and then they were like, yeah, I had this camp idea, but then I started telling myself all the reasons it would never work. And, they were like, they wouldn't know, they don't know the first thing. Namely, they're like, they don't know the first thing about running a camp, how to run a camp. And I was like, you're an attorney and the internet exists. So you could just research that for like 20 minutes and learn about everything there is to know about running a camp. And they laughed and they were like, yeah, but like, I meant more like, actual, like running the camp. Like I could probably, she was like, she could probably figure out the, licensing and the paperwork, the regulation stuff for setting up a camp, but like how to actually like run a camp. And I was like, when I was a camper, there was like an adult who like ran the camp, who did the paperwork and all that stuff. But then the actual camp was run by a bunch of 15-year-olds. A bunch of 15 and 16-year-olds were like the counselors for these sleepaway camps. So like, it can't be that difficult. And they were like, man. And so I was telling her, I was like, it obviously can't be that hard. A bunch of 15-year-olds do it. So like, why are you trying to convince yourself that it's hard? Why are you trying to convince yourself that it's harder than it is? And they were like, you're right. I'm going to not treat this idea as just a fleeting, thing. I'm going to like pray on it and think about it and see if maybe this is something I'm supposed to do. And I told them about how I got this from Ayanda. When an idea comes through really strongly, really clearly, really repeatedly, you keep daydreaming about this thing, it keeps coming to you. That's the collective dreaming through you. We in the collective have chosen you to bring this idea into the 3D reality through you. And a lot of times we stop ourselves from acting on these ideas, from bringing these ideas into the 3D, be it wanting to, take pictures with a camera, be it, wanting to do an government attorney job, and be it like wanting to like start a camp, start a job, start a new business or endeavor. How many of us stop ourselves because we tell ourselves, it'll just be so hard. It's all these reasons. It's so complex and so difficult. But what if it's easy? And you just told yourself it was hard so that you didn't do it. And you got to tell yourself, why are you doing that? Same thing as with Palestine. Israel. We're told it's complicated. It's just such a difficult subject. And like, I hope by now people are like not letting the idea that it's a difficult situation, people tell us it's complicated, stop us from looking into it. Because you'll find it's easy. So many things. Just let it be easy. I'm really seeing more and more like the divine, the universe, whatever, like they want us to enjoy this thing. The Matrix, the bad guys, the, cis, hetero, white, imperialist patriarchy, they want us to think everything is so hard and it's difficult, and it's like, you just do what they say and everything will be easy that way. Just do what they say because you won't be able to handle the complexity. But like, what if they're telling you that because it's easy and they don't want you to even try it? Because then you'll realize like, oh wait, what was I afraid of? They told me this was going to be so hard and it's easy for me. And like, that's another thing I also had to like accept within myself and tell myself like, it's okay if it's easy for me. For like, I'm someone who, like, a lot of things do come to me very intuitively. I'm like a natural at a lot of things. I'm playing with the idea of like, that is because I have been training at certain things. I've been developing these skills over lifetimes. And this is the avatar, the lifetime where I'm supposed to fully harness and like wield all of these skills I've been cultivating and I'm now remembering. Think of that for yourself. The things that come to you easy, just let it be easy for you. For me, like, you know, getting on and just talking, being seen, looking at myself so beautifully, like being myself, chilling, I don't know, talking publicly to myself, essentially. Those are things that come easy for me. And I'm always like really pleasantly surprised when I look back to see how like eloquent and insightful it seemed. Because for my end, I'm kind of just like rambling. I'm just kind of like being a vessel, letting what wants to come through me. And it's easy and it's fun. And I realize a lot of times the things that have stopped me in the past from like just getting on are, I'm like, oh, I gotta like think up a title and I gotta, you know, get the right place and I want to make sure my energies, I don't want to be forcing it. And I want to like get it at a certain time because like maybe people will be there, and like all these things I was just telling myself to make it hard, and it's easy for me. And so I have to start realizing like when it feels hard, that's evidence that I'm off track, that I'm maybe out of alignment. And I'm someone for whom I'm just naturally always in alignment. I'm always on track. It's impossible for me to derail. So I can just enjoy the ride. Y'all ever been to, I mean, I'm sure it's at like any amusement park, like Busch Gardens. You remember Busch Gardens? They had this, they have this track and they have these old timey cars where you can sit in and pretend to drive, but you're on a track that's like automatically moving you. But like, it's fun. It feels like you're driving. But you're not really. And what if that's kind of what's going on? It looks like we're in control, but really a lot of it, we're supposed to just be enjoying it. We're supposed to let it be easy. It's like the universe has got it. We're like, the Matrix wants us to get all caught up in the how and controlling all the pieces and get all the why and the how and the what to do. And I think you just got to let it be easy, babes. So yeah, I'm going to continue to do that. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be fully in this next book of my life, not just chapter, next book, where I'm like, really trusting in myself and in the divine. And I've truly integrated that I am the source of safety, that I'm always supported, that the universe wants it to be easy for me. And so I can relax. I think the universe is showing me that like every time I'm anxious, every time I like lock up and try to like, overly control and try to like, oh, what if, every time I do that, it clogs the gears. It slows things down. It creates resistance. And when I'm easy, when I sleep, when I'm resting, when I'm trusting, when I've surrendered, when I let it be easy like it wants to be, it flows. It glides. Things move smoothly, seamlessly. If I know I can't derail, I can let it be easy. If I know I'm in one of those cars at Busch Gardens that's on the track, I shouldn't be like, I'm gonna run into the next car and I don't wanna go too far. Impossible. Impossible, babe. So if I'm still doing this, it must be because I'm getting some sort of pleasure out of the performance of pretending it's hard. Which can be fun. It's sometimes fun to perform, difficulty. When I'm playing with my nieces, I sometimes we'll arm wrestle or something and because it's fun. It's funny. It's obviously I'm an adult, so I can easily beat her, but it's not, the point is not to dominate a 3-year-old. It's to have fun and enjoy ourselves. So if in the pursuit of enjoying ourselves, we want to perform this difficulty, sure. I love playing. However, we got to remember that this is supposed to be easy. Don't fetishize toil. Don't fetishize difficulty. Don't fetishize that you worked hard and did all this. Not necessary, babe. Let it be easy. Let it be easy. It's okay if things come naturally to you. It's okay if things are easy for you. Probably people are going to pay you a lot of money to teach them how to make things easy for them too. How to allow ease into their life too. So, yeah, that's what I got. I'm gonna leave it at that for right now. And I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chat with Ozma. I'm gonna see how they're doing. And I'm gonna take a bath later and do some full moon stuff. I'm gonna pull some cards and who knows, I might get on again because I want to just get increasingly comfortable just letting it be easy, letting myself have the space to chit chat when I want to, because I do love to chit chat. And I love to chit chat in this way where it's kind of me talking and people being able to take it in their own time. And if they want, give me a comment. Would love to chit chat and see how you guys are resonating. But comment, subscribe, and free Palestine. I love it. Everything's unfolding. Oh, this is about to be epic, my loves. Oh my God. We have never seen a comeback Cinderella underdog David toppling Goliath type tale like we're seeing right now, like we're gonna continue to see. I love it. Ooh, also look how cute my nails still look. Okay, I love you so much. Bring your forehead in. I love you. This is all made up. So let's make it up differently. And they tell us it's supposed to be hard. It's going to be hard. It scares you away. It's going to be hard. Let it be easy, babe. Let it be. Okay. I love you guys so much. Let it be easy. Let it be.